This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News. And this is the Black News. Today, good afternoon, brothers and sisters, and thank you for your time. And today's short story video is going to be about the two CTA employees who have been fired. Basically, they have been fired for their role in the altercation with the bus passenger earlier this week. But the man's attorney say they also should face criminal charges after he was body slammed to the pavement. So I'm going to show you that video, basically where there were two CTA employees. I think there was a passenger who was, I don't know, you can't really tell because the video only shows a portion that's pretty much damaging to the CTA workers. You know, if you go off the video just with the CTA workers, I mean, it's horrible. You know, it's nothing you can pretty much say. You know, I had to say a video, a picture is 1,000 words. Well, basically, this video knocked their ass out the box. So I'm going to read to you the report I have here. Two CTA employees have been fired for their role in an altercation with a bus passenger earlier this week. But the man's attorneys say they should face criminal charges. Lawrence Madden Jr. said he was on a CTA bus headed south on Western Avenue around 2 a.m. on June 11th when the driver stopped the bus near 77th Street to talk to another bus driver for about 10 minutes. Madden said when he accused the driver of the professional behavior, the driver got off the bus through the front door and started walking to the rear door. Okay, so the guy that got body slammed, basically he's saying that he didn't appreciate that the bus driver was taking extra time to have conversation. He felt it was unnecessary. He said it was unnecessary behavior. We don't know what those drivers were talking about. We don't know if they're talking about a schedule. We don't know if they're talking about an overlay. We don't know exactly because we don't have that information. And so basically, you know, I've been on the bus before. We all been on the bus before, and we know that is a task at hand to be a bus driver, because basically for a certain amount of time you are babysitting, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're coming across all manners, all walks of life, people from pretty much every demographic in life, rich, poor, hard-headed, smart, intelligent. You get a little bit of everybody, and it seems like everybody will always have something to say. So I can kind of understand the frustration that these city workers would have with the daunting task of dealing with the public on a day-to-day basis. But there's just some things that just are wrong, and we can't support that in our communities. And unfortunately, these two brothers got themselves in a situation where basically, I mean, that's wrong. I mean, if you look at the size of this little guy and you look how he was slammed, I mean, it's just totally wrong. I feel like we're supposed to protect our neighborhood, and sometimes due to our frustration, people take the time to abuse each other. The video posted on Twitter shows two men, one of them dressed in a CTA uniform, standing next to the bus, apparently about to fight. The second man in the CTA uniform comes behind one of the men, picks him up, and slams him to the ground. The CTA employee is then heard shouting, "You better get your ass home, boy. Get your ass home, boy. Yeah, better get your ass home, boy," as the man lies motionless in the ground. Now, had there not been a video, maybe they could say, the little guy, proposed a threat. But because of this video, it's pretty much gross misconduct. And the way that man was thrown, it was just totally gross misconduct and very unnecessary. Madden said that he just tried to defend himself when the second bus driver slammed him. He said he's still suffering from the back and neck pain, as well as post-traumatic stress and paranoia due to attacks. So it sounds like he's going to get a check after that. So let me go ahead and show you the video, and you make the decision for yourself. But to me, honestly, Yeah, they're gonna get fired because it was just totally unnecessary. And that little dude, even though he was in a fighting stance, if you look at the video, they were several feet apart. It's just something that could have been de-escalated. And it looks like there's some shoes on the ground. Hey, one of them belongs to the bus driver. So let me go ahead and show the tape. Thank you and have a good day.
Two CTA employees are suspended tonight after this video surfaced on social media showing a CTA bus driver picking up a man and slamming him to the ground. That man appeared to be squaring up to fight another driver.
WGN's Eric Rung is live tonight with that story. Eric.
Good evening, guys. The video surfaced on social media and really just took off from there. The two drivers involved are on leave without pay while the investigation is ongoing. Hopefully the investigation will let us know what led up to this confrontation.
Man, stop that man. Damn.
Now, we don't know when the video was taken or what led up to what happened. I talked to the president of the union that represents drivers tonight. He says he's still trying to get all the facts, but he does know the two drivers involved and says they are veteran drivers with excellent work records and just mild-mannered guys. So he believes that the guy in the video must have really got after the drivers for them to react like this.
As a union, first let me say we don't condone violence. But we do support her and stand behind our operators in self-defense.
It's incredibly disturbing, to say the least. Both the physical conduct of somebody who looks like they're a CTA employee.
New at 11, the man who says that he was body slammed by a CTA worker earlier this month has now come forward after the video of that attack went viral. Lawrence Madden Jr. held a press conference with his attorneys just about an hour ago. Madden says that the driver dragged him off the bus and kicked him several times. The video posted on Twitter shows two men standing next to the CTA bus. It appears that they're about to fight. Then a man in a CTA uniform walks over and picks one of the men up, slamming him to the ground. You can see this is a graphic video. The victim, now identified as Lawrence Madden, says police responding to the scene also failed to help him.
I need a paramedic right now. My back and everything, I just got slammed or whatever. He say, so what happened? What you do? And I was like, sir, you can ask the CTA driver if you want to. He just pulled up in a terminal on 79th and West Street, you know? And they just looked at me, you know, and like, well, and I'm thinking like, well, maybe they gonna lock me up or whatever, you know, and I ain't did nothing wrong.
Madden's attorneys say they want the CTA workers charged with battery. CTA officials say the video is very disturbing and they are in the process of firing those employees.
As an update to that, I am seeing that those employees were fired. And one thing I can say, on the bus, the subway, the train, whatever you want to call it, they have actually cameras. So I'm pretty sure before they fired these employees, they confirmed the cameras and checked, and they were, I guess, I don't know, because you don't see that video. So obviously it was something that confirmed what this guy was saying. And you know, it goes to an example how we need to have a little bit more patience with ourselves. Okay, we need to have a little more courteous mannerism for ourselves, because I know for a fact if that was a white guy, that dude wouldn't have came up and slammed him like that. He did that because he devalued his brother. Okay, whether that be because he got a, you know, he's upset, it doesn't matter. What should have happened was the issue should have been de-escalated. These guys have been they've been there for basically 5 years now. So 5 years, and not only that, they were good employees, no problems out of these guys. But when the time came where they should have used a little more constraint and de-escalate, this is what happened. And so this is a lesson why we need to be a little bit more careful, especially when we got cameras and all kinds of things around. We can't just be out here putting our hands on each other, especially brothers and sisters. Like we can't do that. Like we're past that. And and they got fired, and rightfully so. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. You may have a different opinion. I'll listen to it and leave it in the comment section. Also, I want to say thank you for your time once again. Hit the like button and also become a subscriber. Thank you. You have a great day. This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News.